Episode 3. We didn't get canceled yet. This is good. Welcome to the Boondoggle. I am one of your hosts, Mike James. With me is a beautiful man from Southern America, John Romero.
Central America.
John with one H.
With no H.
No H.
L.
That's a weird way. Yay, we're back. John, how you doing?
Doing well. Just
You
a
look
little tired.
I'm going to say you look a little tired.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain to everyone?
I went to Disneyland yesterday with a 9-month-old, so it was and for 12 hours, so it was a long day.
And what, 80 degrees?
Well, it was in the 70s.
Okay.
Most of the day.
And you're looking a little tired. You all right?
Do I look sunburnt? I feel like my nose is the only thing that got sunburnt. Like, so,
no, you look good now.
We were trying to put sunscreen on the baby, and we're told you don't have to. She's Latina, so you know she's good.
She's good.
I was like, but the half white might burn. So.
Yeah. Well, no burning yet.
No.
Okay,
She's good.
She's got your genes. That's good. My mom used to say that you're not a true parent until you survive an entire day at an amusement park. So congratulations, sir.
Yeah. Woo.
I only lasted 4 hours. I was like, I gotta beat traffic. I'm not sitting in traffic with a 8-month-old.
But you could have beat traffic if you left later. Too.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Mind games.
But we're going back in July, so I'm looking forward to it, to hang out with all the pedophiles that walk around.
What are your thoughts on Disneyland? Just like adults going to Disneyland by themselves.
Look, I get it. Everyone needs their outlet. Like I would say our Disneyland is going to Boondocks, having a couple drinks. I do think it's weird that, because I think of Disneyland as a playground, right? So if one of my friends, let's say he's a producer of this podcast, George, it says like, oh, one of my favorite places to go is a playground. And if that was the case, you would definitely be like, oh, I'm just never gonna.
Yeah, but if the playground, hang on. If the playground served alcohol, that'd be a dope ass playground.
That is true. There'd be a lot more pedos and that like to drink. No, it's one of those. I've softened my stance. I did see like the magical look in my 7-month. You could have just been looking at brightful colors, but it looked. You could tell he was very happy and stuff like that.
You guys only went on one ride, right?
One ride. We went on the Jungle Cruise, which needs a massive update, but you know what? It's still good.
Maybe The Rock can pay for it.
George, can I tell you, that is a tough gig. Whoever does the Jungle Cruise.
Oh, I would love that gig.
Oh,
I would love it.
Oh, please apply for it. Please apply for it, because poor guy. It felt like he was at an open mic.
Yeah, but you know me. I'll tell my jokes to the wall. I don't care, dude. That's for me. That's not for you guys.
Yeah, that was... and we were going to go on Indiana Jones. We didn't make it. And then the last one we didn't make was Rise of the Rebellion, the Star Wars one. That one looks legit. So
That's the best one.
So when we go back in July, that's number one. And then just to get over my fear of like dropping... Is it the Guardians of the Galaxy one?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's cool.
Okay.
Every shoot has like a different story. If you're paying attention to that, you're not freaking the fuck out.
I was like, I've never been on the Guardians version of it. I went when it was just
Tower
Terror. Yeah.
That was still cool too.
Yeah. So I was like,
Good use of it, of the technology.
Are you, John? You gonna get an annual pass now?
No.
No.
Unless you like and subscribe and like.
Then we'll film ourselves going. We have 2 cameras working today. We have technical difficulties, so John and I will be pulling topics today.
Because somebody forgot their headphones.
Somebody forgot their headphones. It's okay. He does a lot for us.
Yeah.
But next time, I think it's the pepperoni. We didn't pay him in pepperoni.
Definitely. I told you.
Damn it. I'm sorry, George. How you doing though? By the way, doing good?
Great, fantastic.
You had a show on Saturday in Moreno Valley. Saturday. I stalk you, by the way. What? How was it?
Oh yeah, I forgot. It was
Looks like a good crowd.
it was fine.
Yeah.
It's something I'll tell you off air.
Okay. Nice.
It was fine. Everybody did their job that night.
Everyone attempted. That's good.
Yeah.
That's all we can do sometimes. Okay. Anything else before we start?
I mean, we can talk about the whole Android iPhone thing. Are you still off base on?
I did get some DMs about what's like, hey, why are you picking on Android people? And it just make more money. I don't know how to say it.
That has nothing to do with money.
I think it does.
No, it doesn't. There's expensive Androids and there's cheap Androids. Yes, there is.
I'm not a picture person, but I will say the Android pictures are way superior than iPhone.
The comparison you made was that Android users are flat earthers, and I could say that iPhone users are Nazis because you just want to eliminate just one race.
I like to clarify what I was comparing to flat earthers is the stubbornness of accepting what is. And that is
that there's only one race. Exactly. You're just proving my point more. Like, I don't get. We have no issues with iPhones. It's just you guys having issues with Android users.
I just can't send you videos. I have to message you, and sometimes my text messages don't go through.
That sounds like a you problem. That sounds like an iPhone problem, not an Android problem.
Yeah. Well, when they fix it, because they're doing something right.
I think they're getting rid of the iMessage, or I don't know. They're accepting everything.
You know why they're doing it? Because Android users' feelings got hurt.
No, we didn't cry.
You cried enough for them to be like, all right, we'll change anything blue. Jeez.
I guess.
Color matters. White. You want to do? You want to have honors? In our bowl of...
Right here. Let's dig deep in there.
Ooh. All right.
See what we got. Oh. We got planes. In parentheses, I put Boeing.
Okay.
Just because of everything that's been going on with Boeing in the last 6 months now. Mm-hmm. I know you're about to be on a plane.
On an Airbus.
Yeah.
Airbus. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Yeah, I think it's Airbus.
Yeah.
And I know you not the best flyer from what we've talked about. And then this Boeing thing, like if you were going on an Airbus, did that put more?
Oh.
Trying to figure out something for the podcast. It's just playing ads.
I was like, yeah. You what?
We got sponsored already by Little John.
I'm over here like, why doesn't this webcam work? And Little John's like, yeah. My fault.
It's all right. It's all right. That's why we didn't pay you in pepperonis this week. My bad, dude. My bad. Actually, no, I don't. I just don't like. Okay, so my nervousness with flying is, if I have a panic attack, I like to exit whatever's giving me the panic attack. So if I'm in a car and I have a panic attack, I can pull over and just kind of like breathe it out. With a plane, you can't really do that. You're just like stuck in the air. But at the same time, I have an ego. Like Mike James has an ego. Like I will be sweating, but in my internal monologues, like you better not embarrass us. You're gonna be that guy on the news that like try to open a plane. Get out of here. You're gonna be ashamed of your family, and my son's gonna be on the plane. I have a lot working for me.
Yeah, but isn't it like obviously there's that, but then with like just a freaking window blowing out.
That's never really bothered me. I think
it's never bothered you that a window can just fly out.
Because I'm just like, okay, it's my time. It's my time to go.
But this does bring another thing. When the seatbelt sign is on, make sure you're wearing your seatbelt.
Is that like legit?
Yeah.
Have you fallen out of your seat?
No.
But
there's literally proof of a window blowing out. If that guy wasn't buckled in.
Do we know if those passengers got compensated with anything?
I think they did.
Just like a free flight, maybe like a glad you didn't die.
It wasn't a window seat though. It was just a normal aisle seat.
What did we bring this up last week in the podcast about? We had the topic of conspiracy theories. All these Boeing whistleblowers.
Oh, definitely. I'm scared that I brought this up right now. I'm not a whistle. I'm not saying there's.
You have a death wish? You just.
But John Oliver did do a good segment on the Boeing. I forgot who bought them out, and they basically like stopped really checking the planes.
I think I did see like a little piece where the person signing off on the quality was the person that built it.
Or
something like that?
Well, the person that normally have the FAA check it.
Yeah.
And the person that does the FAA check works for Boeing.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like, oh, yeah, I'm sure. Like, let's just check it off. And I saw, like, there was a graph I saw on accidents that have happened on a Boeing, and it's just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
And it compared to an Airbus. And I think now, like, on Kayak, you can filter by, like, what plane you want to fly in.
That's smart. Smart on Kayak. What do you think happens to Boeing? Do you think they're not going to go out of business?
No.
They're worth like zillions of dollars.
I think they're still the number one like producer.
People got to go. People got to get places.
Here's another question though: is Air Force One a Boeing?
I might. This is what's going to get me flagged. And I feel like
because if they want to get rid of a president. easy way to do it.
Oh my God.
Just
We're definitely gonna get flagged. It is a Boeing 747.
yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's the pres. They got those things are not going down. I do like what calms me about the whole flying thing. Like the reason I think about the doors blowing off is all the sports teams that are flying all the time. And
But
yet,
are they flying Boeing?
ooh, they have to be. The Boeing's the number one, right?
I think so.
They have to be. They have the like. I'm sure Boeing's like, hey, can we be the official flyer of NBA? So.
It's funny because now they started chartering WNBA teams. They probably gave them like the older models or the newer models, the newer ones, because those are the ones that go through the safety checks.
Speaking about flying, so I haven't flown in a couple years. So, what are your personal like do's and don'ts on flying? Like, is it like an unspoken rule? Like, hey, we're stuck in the air for a couple hours, no shits, or is that?
I mean, if you have to go, you have to go.
Okay. Other than that, neck pillow.
Keep your shoes on.
Okay.
Not a big reclining.
You've seen people take their shoes off
yeah.
and like just put it on the seat.
Yeah. Reclining your seat. That's
Oh, really? I got long legs, Sean. Have you seen anyone?
You should got an extra room seat. I mean, aren't you flying first class?
I mean, first class, no class. That's what I say. Have you ever seen anyone grooming themselves, like clipping their nails? Oh, thanks. I've seen that on the train. Train that was going to San Bernardino, but you know.
Well, there you go.
Can I tell
Destination is in the answer there.
Can I tell you one time I was in LA waiting to take the train home, and I just had a long day, wasn't paying attention, and I jumped on the train I thought I was supposed to be on. And then I hear an announcement, and I don't recognize like I had my headphones on. I don't really recognize the muffled sounds of the announcement. I'm like, no, it doesn't sound like it. And I look around. My train's supposed to go through San Bernardino. I look around, nothing but white people. And I was like, oh, I'm on the wrong train. It was going to Irvine. And then I get on the right train. It's, someone's blowing, blow in the bathroom, have like their speakers on loud. I'm like, this is
the right one.
I got the right one.
This is the one.
Gets to get home.
You're like, nah, I think I need an extra bump.
And real quick, educate me because again, not a frequent flyer. What is the annoying part of people standing up as soon as the plane lands? What is it? Just like you got nowhere to like? They're not going to go anywhere, right? Is that the?
No, I mean they're just walking up to the front of the line, basically. But
okay,
it's just annoying. Like we're all going to get there eventually.
Mm-hmm. George, I am traveling to your home state.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing I'm doing when I get to Oahu?
Probably taking a shit.
Yeah,
It's a long flight.
How's that airport? Is it?
They're constantly upgrading it, but it's an international airport, so
Okay, was that?
it's got some shit going on.
Okay, a lot of people.
A lot of slanty eyes walking through.
I was gonna say you're gonna get laid as the first thing.
Is it, okay.
They don't even do that anymore because of COVID. No.
Do
It's been 4 years. Come on.
what island are you from?
Oahu.
Oahu. Is that what's your second favorite island then?
Probably Maui.
Okay.
I've lived on both. That's why.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited to fly first class. What?
Nice. I mean, that's the only way to do a 6-hour flight.
I say it's worth it.
Yeah.
I think if George, once we start making money from comedy, like real money, all my money was going to go to traveling. Like I'd rather travel comfortably than stay comfortably. So I'd rather stay at a Motel 6 but fly first class.
Yeah, I just need a bed to sleep.
Yeah, that's pretty much. You know what I mean?
Just no bed bugs.
Even then. Oh, we already did this one. We already did it. We took it out. Sorry. Ideal hangover meal.
Oh.
Some of these might be recycled. We'll see.
Let's see.
We got guilty pleasures. Did we do this one?
No. I added that one today. So
Guilty pleasures. For me, a guilty pleasure, it's just going to the bar on a Sunday. Day drinking. I think that's it. Day drinking is a guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, guilty pleasure. I think now with a 9-month-old baby and just silence is like kind of like not in high demand sometimes. So I don't mind. Like usually I'll meet you at the bar or someone we know. But But sometimes guilty pleasure is just going to a bar by myself, which I don't think is sad anymore. I used to like growing. I was like, what psychos go to the bar by themselves? I'm that psycho now. I love just pulling a seat up to the bar, chatting with whoever's bartending, and just being left alone. I would say it's guilty pleasure.
I feel like I'm the opposite of that though.
Okay.
Like not sitting there in silent, but like I'll do chat up with the bartender, but then I enjoy when there's people I don't know, and just making a new friend. I guess.
Okay. Just talking to someone. Okay.
I would guess that's a guilty pleasure. I mean, I have different guilty pleasures, like TV wise.
Like, when you mean like guilty pleasure in watching TV shows, are you talking about like?
No, I'm talking. I was gonna say like Bridgerton.
You just like rewatch it.
I enjoy watching that.
I agree. My guilty pleasure rewatching show, I don't know why, is Rick and Morty. It's usually cartoons. It's usually like Family Guy, American Dad. Even though I've seen them 1,000 times, it's just.
My music guilty pleasure would be like a Jack Johnson.
Ooh, okay. It's a good one.
Guilty pleasure wrestling.
Okay.
And I was like, because I grew up watching like The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I just kind of like, I don't watch it as much as I used to.
Right.
Before. But I mean, I still watch it every now and then.
My mother-in-law, who watches our baby, she's huge into wrestling, and because of her, I've gotten into it. But I still can't like fully buy into it. Like it's like the whole WrestleMania thing happened, and I was like following it on Twitter and stuff like that. But I still, who do you think's creepier, Disneyland adults or grown men who are just like Undertaker, like that?
See, but the thing, like people always say like there's like wrestling. Oh, it's fake, right?
Right.
But then you can say the same thing about people that are like huge like Marvel fans.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like Undertaker. Oh, I love Iron Man.
Yeah.
You can say it's
Christians.
I wouldn't say that.
I always say because I know you.
No, it's not that. But I just
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I was trying to do this joke one time on stage where I love the hierarchy of people looking down on certain groups of people. And when I was at Disneyland, full-grown adult woman with the Mickey ears and everything, had the jewelry, the merch, the flair. Someone walked by.
Ric Flair. Yeah. That's what I did there.
Someone was walking by with like, I don't know, a Ric Flair shirt or Undertaker shirt. I forget what it was. And she was like, I heard her say, "Can you believe people still believe in that shit?" And I was like, what? What are we doing?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Let the man, like, you're enjoying your weirdness. Let him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
do you have any guilty pleasure foods? Just food?
It's going to be pretty obvious because we talked about the last episode. It's
pepperoni?
No, salad.
Okay. That's a guilty pleasure?
I mean, I can eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I guess you can call it a guilty pleasure.
Okay.
Guilty
nerds. Okay.
Candy Wise.
Yeah,
nerds.
Candy Wise is like Twix for me. Yeah. Like I don't know if they still make it, but cookies and cream. Oh fuck.
The Hershey.
No.
The cookies and cream Twix.
I don't think they make it anymore.
I've never seen that.
So good. So
that
good.
sounds bomb because I like the cookies and cream Hershey. So.
Oh, here's a guilty pleasure is Big League Chew, because it only lasts like 30 seconds, and I just like fill my mouth with it.
What's the one, the lollipop that has the gum in there too?
Oh.
Blow Pops?
Yes.
Bomb.
Bomb.
Just getting there. Like,
Bomb.
I like those more than Tootsie Roll Pops.
I don't like Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
Lame. George, guilty pleasure food. Let me hear it.
Pepperonis.
I mean, that is
my bad, dude. I forgot your payment.
I really like gummy candies.
Gummy candies?
Yeah, like those trolley peach rings or like the strawberry and creams.
You know what, those strawberry strips that just have like sugar baked on them? Oh, God.
Yeah, because I like the Sour Patch Kids is another one.
Ooh.
For me.
Oh, God.
Have you ever seen the Haribo sugar-free ones?
Mm-mm.
Apparently, like if you ever just Google look them up on Amazon, the sugar-free Haribo ones, they just give you straight diarrhea. Like the reviews for it are like,
But people still buy them.
they're like, oh yeah, I was on the shitter for like 3 days. It's
Worth it.
It's classic.
As we were talking, I thought of one as cereal. I don't eat it because I'm just like I just feel like it's gonna like add 10 pounds to me. But Lucky Charms. If I could just have a whole bowl of the mushroom, oh god, marshmallow.
I think
Marshmallow,
they sell them though. Like now
They do.
yeah.
Oh fuck! You shouldn't have told me that.
For me, it's the Pebbles,
Oh really?
with cocoa and fruity.
Before we go on, cereal I hate though, never liked was Captain Crunch.
I didn't really.
It would tear up my mouth. I don't know why.
I didn't really. Captain.
Captain. Oh yeah, that's right.
Capping. No capping.
Yeah, my bad. My bad. All right, next one.
Let's go right here. We did that one last week.
We forgot to clear the pile.
Red flags in the opposite sex.
Oh my god. How much time we got? Okay, we're only a couple minutes in. Red flags. Should we set parameters, like deal breakers, or I guess that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, no, is a
Well,
red flag?
I feel like that is a deal breaker.
Is that a deal breaker?
That's like smoking. Like that would be one.
I'm gonna classify red flags as you're still gonna proceed, but with caution. Like deal breakers is deal breakers. Like a girl that smokes, I would say, okay, we can't move forward.
Yeah.
Red flag, someone with like high credit card debt, like 50,000, 40,000. And it's not like school payments either. It's just like, yeah, I just have it.
Just went crazy.
Yeah. And I would be like, that's a red flag. I'm still going to probably do it, but I'm going to look for other things at this point.
Let's see if we can do a settlement.
Chapter 11. Rich people do it all the time.
I saw somebody tweet the other day where they were like, what does it mean to file bankruptcy? Like, does that mean like all my debt is clear? Does that mean I don't have to make my mortgage payment anymore? They're like, no, that's not what it means. Don't do it.
I heard from years ago, someone said like the thing to do is buy all the things you want, the cars, your house, jet skis, and then just file Chapter 11, and you get to keep everything, but you're just making whatever monthly payments or something like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it too refuted. I heard it's like a common practice. I was like, what? That's not fair. Red flags.
Red flag. Not being able to drive.
After drinking?
No, just like
Oh.
they don't have a license. Like,
Do you know anyone that can drive? I
yes.
know one person, and I don't think she drinks either. So
I know the
double
word.
red flag, not drinking.
Not drinking.
Doesn't like to drink.
That's not a big red flag because that means they can and they can drive, and that means I'm golden. I can drink, and I got a DD.
I think it's a red flag to me because I feel like they're gonna eventually maybe judge my drinking, which I don't think is a lot.
Yeah.
But
Another red flag would be when they ask me when I was born.
oh really?
Yes.
Because you just don't want to be aged.
No, because then they're trying to find out what my sign is. Like,
Sneaky little women. Sneaky. That's a deal breaker. That is a deal breaker.
astrology.
That's a.
Is
Yeah.
Mercury in retrograde?
Yeah.
I don't care.
What's the gems or the rocks?
Yeah.
That's a red flag. Do you think you have red flags about yourself?
Like, I have like
Like
people
what would you think someone says? Oh, that's a red flag about John.
I drink too much.
Those are losers. You don't want to. We don't want to hear that.
What about me? Too much hair. At the unibrow going on a little bit.
Oh, I thought you were bragging because I was saying I was starting to thin up top. Tick. I once.
Oh wait, I got another one.
Oh.
I'm not 6 feet.
That's a deal. Yeah.
Yeah, deal breaker.
I can't do it. Gotta be this tall.
5'9". On a good day.
But that's a deal breaker. Like red flags, I would say like red flags for me. My wife even told me this. She even thought it was she said it was a red flag. She said that because my dad, my grandfather and my great grandfather never made it past 60, and so she was like, oh, that's just that's what's going to happen to you. I'm like, okay, well, my great grandfather, they only lived to be 50. Like my grandfather, he was at 60. He just got sick, and then my dad just liked to drink. So I was like, no, I work out. I kind of watch what I eat, and I'll make it past 60. So I would say that was a red flag.
It's not wood. But...
No, I'm not even knocking. Bring it on. Come on, Boeing, fly me out. I've seen it.
I'll make it past 60. Oh, wait, he's on a flight to Hawaii. Oh, it's not a Boeing.
I'm trying to think. Any other possible red flags about me? I don't think liking sports is a red flag, but I could see someone saying like, "Why do you have to watch the World Series?" I'm like,
That could be another red flag of me. Just how much
your autism of sports.
My sports autism. We're like, oh, you want to do this? I'm like, there's a game on right now. Like, can we wait 20 minutes?
Yeah.
It's another red flag. Having no Wi-Fi.
Ooh, yeah.
Would be a big red flag.
I think so. I think if you don't have Wi-Fi, which I've seen it, it's or if you have bad Wi-Fi, just
Metro PCS is another red flag.
Yeah, I would say that too. If someone has Sprint, I'm like, oh no,
well, Sprint isn't around anymore. So
I bet they might. They didn't get around it. That's a red flag.
It's funny because like, okay, the whole iPhone Android thing. Do you judge people on what phone carrier?
100%. Yeah, I've not gone on second dates when I saw the Android. George, back me up on this. Yeah,
No,
you have an iPhone.
No, I look for girls with the Obama phone.
Because they got
They're
work for it.
Available and what's the word? Easy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next time I'm single, I'll change my tune. Change my tune on that one. Is it me or you? All right.
You, because I pulled red flags.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
I was gonna make sure it's not one that we already did.
Yeah.
We already did that one already.
We already did that one.
I feel like that's the ripped ones are the ones we already did.
Okay. Oh, look at you.
Look at that.
Your autism picking up patterns. Superstitions. Do I have a superstition? To make it home safe, I got to drink. No. I wouldn't say it's a superstition, but it's if I'm doing a new stage, like when me and George did the Ice House, it was my first time doing the main stage. I brought my dad's money clip for good luck. So any like new, even if it's like a bar show, I'm like bringing my dad's money clip for good luck. The times I have forgotten it because I was nervous or whatever, didn't have that great a set. But yeah, so I would say that's my current superstition right now. What about you?
I'm very superstitious.
Wait, do you have one for this podcast?
No, not yet. Not
Yeah,
yet.
you just don't care then? All right.
Just raw dogging this podcast. I mean, because my superstitious is more of a daily thing.
Okay.
So like, I mean, you heard of Wordle?
Yes.
So I do that every day.
But there's like, if you don't do it,
No, I feel like my day's not, and it's worse when I don't get it.
okay, so one you have to play.
I have to play that. I play different things throughout the day.
Okay.
So I play Wordle, and then on the New York Times, there's connections where you have to there's it's a 4x4. Was that 16?
Mm-hmm.
You have to find the matching words for all.
Oh yeah. I've seen it.
16. Then they have a mini crossword. I do that. I have to do that every day. On top of that, there's Worldle, where it's a map. They do a thing of a country.
Yeah.
You have to guess what country it is.
Okay.
Do that every day. Then there's Poltle, where there's a thing of an NBA player. You have to guess the NBA player. I do Weddle.
You say Weddle?
Weddle.
Okay.
And it's NFL player. You have to guess the NFL player.
And are they giving you the outline of the NFL?
No,
what are they?
For the NFL player, you just put in a name and they just give you
Stats.
No, what position they play and what conference they play for.
Okay. I'm going to take your phone away. I'm very, you've said too much already.
Where was I at? Weddle? Then I'm at Chuckle.
Do you have to do this in order too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm in this order. I had to do it in this order.
How long? How much time?
Oh, like 30 minutes.
Okay. All right. But then again, it's not like if you don't do it, you don't like lash out or
No, I do. I like if
ignore your
if,
child.
If something wrong, no, I don't. No, I
Not yet.
don't. If something wrong happens, I'm like, oh, I didn't do it.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, you're like that's like if the Warriors lose,
yeah.
you're like that was it,
The Giants lose.
and which is
I don't
all the
know.
time.
Yeah. Ooh, shots fired. But I have to do this like routine like
Okay.
every day. I'm not superstitious, just a little stitious.
You should check out BetterHelp, which is not sponsored by BetterHelp, but I've heard a lot of good things on other podcasts from it.
So I used like, and then 49er wise, you seen me on a Sunday. Like I think that's what the most superstitious I am.
Yeah.
'Cause-
You have given me panic attacks by watching you in the playoff game.
Yeah. It's funny because I feel like I'm like before it happens, I'm like a glass half full guy, and then something goes wrong, like the first play, I'm like, oh, we're losing.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
What do you think? What's a superstition you've heard of that you're like that's crazy?
It's just like,
Like clapping when the plane lands, or
drink.
one I never got because I don't get paid millions to be an athlete. I've heard of the whole like you don't wash your underwear or something like that.
I did see a crazy one the other day. The guy was wearing green cleats and a green sleeve, and he struck out his first 2 at bats. Went back and changed,
Yeah.
and the first he got a hit. The next at bat.
I remember one time we were watching Game 7 of the Lakers Celtics. My friends were all Lakers fans, and I forget what year and all that, but Celtics were winning most of the game. My buddy's girlfriend goes to the bathroom, and the Lakers start coming back. Like they chopped the lead, in or not the lead, the deficit in half. And then my friend's girlfriend starts trying to she leaves the bathroom, and everyone's all, "You get back in that bathroom," and God bless her, she went back in the bathroom, sat there until the game was over, and Lakers won.
Yeah.
So
That was
I don't know if I would do that.
2010.
Like if my wife was like, "Babe, the Sparks is gonna." They're gonna clinch.
Sparks.
They're gonna clinch. You gotta be outside the house. I'm like, this is fine. Don't worry.
You're like, it's the Sparks. You'll survive.
Do you do any superstitions? Because you're a gambler.
That's part of my
You have to do all the whole Wordle and all that fun
Yeah.
stuff? Do you place your bet before or after?
after.
Okay.
Yeah, if I do them before,
Yeah.
I lose. If
Yeah.
I place them after them.
John, I didn't know this about you.
Yeah. No, it's
It's okay. I'm in here with you with this podcast. We're not going anywhere.
We're not- but it has to be done.
Okay. I don't know if you've seen any superstitions in comedy, but my last show, I saw someone rapping. They had their headphones in and they were rapping. They were going to go in a fight. I'm like, okay, that's weird. Do you have any superstitions going on stage? You seem pretty I'm just doing the shit. Let's go.
Yeah, I need to stretch, but that's just because I'm fat.
Instead of, I used to play slow pitch softball too.
Uh-huh.
And one time before a game, I had a burrito.
Yeah.
And we won. So then I had to have a burrito before every game. I might have to shit on the field, but I would eat the burrito before every game.
That's a good one. I like that one. All right.
It's me, right?
Pick it.
Watch out.
Superstition. Now I'm gonna think about you every day. John's playing roller right. Probably on the toilet. That's why you take a half hour.
Yeah. Tyson versus Jake Paul.
Okay. All right. Who you got?
If I had to put money on it,
Which we are. Let's do $20. Me and you.
I would put money on Jake Paul.
You're gonna put money on Jake Paul?
He's 40 years younger than
It's Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Let's make it official.
But I'm rooting for Tyson.
Is it because you didn't play Wordle yet?
No, I haven't played Wordle. But I'll do. I'll put a drink on it.
Oh, one drink. Okay, one drink. Oh, the dealer's choice.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
A water.
Yeah. John, that's probably what I would get you.
I mean, it should be an interesting matchup. I just think
No, it shouldn't. It's gonna be Tyson in okay, how about this? If he doesn't win in the first 2 rounds, okay, then yeah.
I don't think he's gonna win it. Like, they're only doing 2-minute rounds too, which is.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of weird rules too, isn't there?
I heard it's like it's all. Actually, I might be wrong on that, but I just think the age difference. Jake Paul's. He's a pretty big guy.
I like Jake Paul rules. I have heard that he's a legit fighter. I mean, he's beaten legit people, but he's doing the Mayweather thing where he's like fighting them either like, oh, well, not.
I would say the only
He's fighting them like after their prime.
Yeah,
And he's a big dude.
Well, I said he's fought mostly MMA guys that are past their prime. He's fought some recent guys that are boxers, but they're like 2 and 14 in their career. So, and the only real guy he's ever fought that matches his age, body type is Tommy Fury, and he lost to him.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're right about the instead of blah blah blah, it's gonna be 8 2-minute rounds. Like, okay.
I thought we were doing 2 minutes.
Okay. So all right, based on
you
this,
know who else fights 2 minutes rounds? Women.
I thought you were gonna do some sex joke. I thought you were gonna be like you in the bedroom, Dick. I really thought you were gonna go there. You lay into me sometimes.
I said rounds. So I would say, you know who else does a 2-minute round? And yeah. But I said rounds.
Dick.
Plural.
My bad. I wasn't listening. No, I'm going to go with Tyson. I just think, yes, he's 60. I just think he's going to catch him. And he's got years of experience. And he's crazy. He smokes weed now, so he's not going to feel those punches. I think they're not even testing. So it's going to be 2 roided out people.
Is he going to have a pigeon fly in and poke him in the eye?
Are you old enough to remember the Mike Tyson biting off someone's ear?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you remember seeing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I was there. You know what happened the first fight that they fought?
Between the two?
Yeah.
Is it the one with the guy that flew down?
In the parachute? Or,
yeah. Did they stop the fight? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Did they?
No, they're like, let's fight around this guy.
No, did they like call off the fight?
No.
I can't remember.
I think
they just kind of stopped it.
Yeah.
I remember they beat the fuck out of that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm going Mike Tyson. Betting 1 drink. Jake Paul is favorite.
Put it on the board.
Jake Paul is favorite.
Yeah. What is it?
Negative 170 plus 130. I'm not a gambler, so I know negative means your favorite, but I don't know if 170 is like, that's pretty good.
It's
pretty good.
Well, it's not that big of a
But if
favorite,
it's like negative, obviously bigger than negative.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I think someone else is fighting on the undercard too. That's
Samantha Serrano and Katie Taylor, which is one
I
of the
don't
best.
know who you just said.
One of the best fights I've seen in the last 5 years. It's women fighters, but
they're gonna go ham.
They bang each other out.
Yeah. Speaking of which, women's sports. What do we want to say about women's sports? What do I watch any women's sports? I did watch the last probably 2 years of NCAA March Madness because of Caitlin Clark and what was the other girl's name from Louisiana?
Angel Reese.
Yes. Yeah. Other than that, women's soccer. Only because USA, we win, dominate. Can't name you a single player.
Like, we didn't win the last one.
Mia Hamm because she was cute, right? But was she the one doing domestic violence? I can't. One of them beat their husband or something.
Might be another guilty pleasure of mine is the U.S. women's soccer team
because they're so good.
Yeah.
They don't have women's hockey yet.
They do have women's hockey.
Do they?
Yes.
On nationally televised.
It's, Olympic.
Okay.
So this is a summer year, so 2 years from now you'll see the.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'll be very mannish right now. I was very ignorant. I didn't like when they announced like, hey, WNBA players are finally getting charter flights. I was like, what do you mean finally? Are they been flying commercial this whole time?
Yes. They're like
these 6'4" women just
Southwest. You got the A section coming up. Oh shit! I got C. I didn't check in early on.
Some random guy, George, is sitting between 2 centers.
But But the two centers are only 6 feet tall, so like.
Women's sports. I think it's coming in its own. This is going to take time.
Well, I was gonna say, like you mentioned, Caitlin Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like? And I think when the draft happened, when she got drafted, the viewage of that went up like 200%.
Yeah.
Like, do we think she's gonna keep it up?
I mean, I hope so. I'm not rooting against her.
Yeah.
If
she's only making $76,000.
Do you make more than Caitlin Clark?
Right around there. I just need a $20 million Nike deal.
Yeah, she's doing fine. I will be a little humble brag. How do you say, twice removed as friends, like friends of friends that were really good friends with Diana Taurasi.
Okay.
Who I think is
In Chino Hills.
Yeah, Chino Hills. I heard she used to have to practice with the men's team, just to because she was like just playing around with like her teammates as far as skill, and so that's my like, to me that's like the top female basketball player at least. I think when WNBA. Have you ever been to a WNBA game? I went to the opening season game of like the Sparks when Leslie. I'm gonna say Lisa Lopez. I don't know. Is that anyone? No.
I was like, isn't that TLC?
Yeah, I think it was like a combination of like Lisa Turtle and Jennifer Lopez. I was trying to say, but I do like one of my favorite things is a good, like you said, good scrappy UFC fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm. Like I loved all that shit. So, what do you think? What do you watch?
I haven't.
Do you bet on women's sports?
No. I saw
That's
a thing,
sexist,
I
John.
saw the thing the other
That's
day that was
sexist.
like, if you really want to make money, bet the under on all the. No, if you see they have a muscle strain,
Yeah.
it means they're on a period. Just bet the under. Bet the under.
Is that true?
That's what I saw. They're like, the guy's like, yeah, I'm 15-2 the last two times I bet that. I was like, oh.
You think the period would help him? A little angry. Yeah. Maybe right before. I don't know. That's just my wife. She gets mad.
I don't know, maybe because I have a daughter now, and I'm hoping it peaks up.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping the Caitlin Clark train does
take effect.
Take effect, or a roller coaster, or whatever you want to call it, that picks up the sport. But I know there was the thing too. I saw that Whoopi Goldberg was complaining about the money that Caitlin Clark was making.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like, what is the revenue that the WNBA is bringing? It matches
right.
that, at least right now at the start of her career. I've had conversations where how to improve the WNBA.
Topless?
Yeah,
I hate to be. Yeah, that's a stupid joke. Go on.
That is a good one.
I'd say. I mean, people are gonna be like, no, you can't do that. Lower the rim. Like if you
That is one of the points. Lower the rim and make the court smaller.
trampolines.
What is that? Is it jam ball? What do they call that?
ACL killer.
Slam ball.
Slam
Slam
ball. There you go. They're supposed to be bringing that back too.
Everyone's all healed up from their first ACL tear. Yeah, I'm all for improving it. Like, is the 3-point line the same as guys or no?
I think it's less, and the ball is smaller too.
So, yeah, lower the rim.
Yeah, because just last year for the 3-point contest, they had Steph Curry go against Sabrina Ionescu.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And I feel that was the best part of the Saturday events, and she only lost by 1 or 2.
Do you think Steph was like taking it easy?
Well, she did pretty well. Like, she had a pretty high score. So, I think she shot the NBA ball, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, I'm all for it. And that's like, I would say like WNBA is like the leading in sports, right? It's like them, UFC. There's no like baseball equivalent or softball.
No, but then I feel like we do have probably the number one. It's probably up there with England's, but soccer league.
Oh yeah, I mean soccer is just
NWSL, but
yeah, I'm all for it. I think it's so funny where, what was that kicker's name? Is it Kansas City?
Oh, the Harris,
gave it the commencement speech. It's like,
well, for him, they shouldn't even be playing sports. They should just be cooking in the kitchen.
I mean, my wife would love just to be cooking in the kitchen. She says like, I hate feminism. I really do. I hate equal rights. I would just wish it didn't work. I was like, hey, I don't know.
Well, it was a show I watched where like the girl was fighting for them not to be able to have equal rights, just to be
Right.
stay-at-home moms. Just like, yeah, we just want to stay home and.
Do the soccer? I forget. Do the soccer girls make bank?
No.
Oh, it's all endorsements too.
Yeah.
That's where the money's at.
Yeah.
When we get endorsed by Jack Daniels. My turn or your turn? That was me.
Yeah,
it was you.
that was you.
Yeah. All right, we'll make this our.
This one's ripped, so. Conspiracy theories.
God dang it. We didn't do our prep.
Oh. Sleeping position.
Ooh.
So for me.
Face down, ass up.
No, I'm more of a. Was it like a 3/4 sideway?
On your right side? What are you trying to show me right now?
So like, it's not even a right side. I go back and forth till I fall asleep. Like I can go left or right, but then I also have a body pillow.
Okay.
that I.
You have to have it.
That I have to have.
Do you bring it on trips?
No.
Okay. How do you sleep on trips?
I like
just hug whatever.
Get the hotel and just ask for extra pillows.
Okay.
Yeah, I get that from my dad because my dad does
Same thing.
exact same thing. But then I don't fall asleep really fast. I have before a kid I had real bad insomnia.
Mm-hmm.
After a kid I was like, I'm just going to sleep now because I've been up with you all night.
I fall asleep on my back. I need a pillow to hug. But I always wake up on my right side, which is why like I'm always slouching on my right side.
Do you wake up a lot in the middle of the night, or like are you like a?
I would say I'm a light sleeper, but I can go back to sleep really fast. So like if right now our dog is really sick, and so not really sick, she's just pissing everywhere. But
And old.
She's getting old. But I can hear she wakes me up with her her nails on the tile. But if it wasn't for that, I would just go back to sleep. Like I'll wake up, like if the baby moves or starts crying, but goes back to sleep, like I'll wake up and be like, oh, baby's crying. All right, go back to sleep. So I do need the room to be cold. I don't. People were like, oh, white noise is so bad for babies. My white noise is a fan. Like something has to be kind of running. I always fell asleep to TV. And like the first time I spent the night with my wife, she went to bed in complete darkness and without any sound. And I thought she was a psychopath.
I can't do the TV thing. My dad is like that. He'll fall asleep.
Fall asleep to it?
With the TV on. Like for me, like it has to be dark. But I do need the noise though.
Can you fall asleep during like a house party?
No.
No, really? Oh, I can.
No. Like I used to be able to I used to nap every day after work. But that's because I worked at 5 in the morning.
Right.
And would be home by 2:00, but I would go to bed at 12. So it's like only 5 hours of sleep.
Are you a cuddler? Do you cuddle?
Yeah, my body pillow. I just said that.
Do you just shove your girl away?
Hell
It's
yeah,
like,
man.
get away. I can mind cuddling, but it's gonna get hot. And so before I fall asleep, I'm like, all right, excuse me.
Yeah, I need that body pillow.
What do you think? I used to be able to sleep face down, not face down, but stomach down. And I started getting sleep paralysis when I did that, and it freaked me out. So I don't do that.
I would say the worst thing I do sleeping is I'm a drooler.
Yeah. Do you snore?
When I'm drunk, I've been told that I snore when I'm not drunk, but when I'm drunk, it's like 10 times worse.
George, you sleeping on your back? Sleeping on
well, okay. I fall asleep the same way I eat pussy in the sniper position. Because like you have that leg out and it gets off the diaphragm, so you can really breathe. But
Clip it.
yeah, once I start nodding off, I do adjust to sleep finally on my back.
That's what you said. Something that reminded me. I am falling asleep. I will at least I don't know. I know it's gonna sound like whatever. Jerk myself. You know how your body tenses up. and then I jerk off. No, my body will just naturally just like jerk awake, like, but then I'll eventually just go to sleep.
Same I do, and then it scares the shit out of my girl. Like I'm cuddling, and then it's something I'm squeezing the shit out of her for a half second. I was like, I'm sorry, I was falling asleep.
Sorry, that was me.
Have you ever had that dream where you're like falling off, like
Something.
for something, and then you just like,
I have woken up when I hit the bottom. My reoccurring dream, I have it at least once a month, is I haven't graduated. I'm like in my last semester of college, and it's the end of semester, and I haven't completed a project for one class that was assigned like the first day of school. And then I'm never going to graduate. Like that is a constant dream. I've never had the whole like you're naked at work or at school, something like that. I've had the one where I'm like, not naked, but like I was somewhere in my boxers. But in that dream, I didn't. I was like just stressing.
like the one I always have is I'm driving and when I brake at a red light, it never stops. I just have to like drive through the red light like multiple times. Like I just can't stop. I think just because that happened to me once in real life, I think that's why I just keep having that dream.
Gotta tell you one time. I swear I'm a responsible adult now. But there was one time I was driving home from the bars, and my buddy was with me, and
Those bars plural, right?
yeah, and my buddy was with me, and we had stopped at a red light, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Just waiting for the red light, the light to turn green." He's like, "It's a stop sign," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, you want to drive?" I was like, "I can't." All right, should we? Are you ready for this week's?
Ready to girl.
Ready to go?
Right.
Marry, fuck, kill. Did we say that right this time? Marry, fuck, kill. Yeah. Fuck, marry, kill. Whatever. Marry, fuck, kill. I'm gonna give you an actor and a movie, and their movies. I think it's gonna be tough. I know what I would say, even though I haven't seen one of them. And we're gonna go through some of these. I'm gonna give you marry, fuck, kill. Would you? Hold on.
Oh, because I'm like, I thought you would have seen it by now.
Yeah, I know. Marry, fuck, kill. 50 First Dates from Adam Sandler, obviously. Wedding Singer or Click. Yeah. So all Adam Sandler movies, one more time. 50 First Dates, Wedding Singer, or Click. Marry, fuck, kill. What?
Okay. The marry is the easiest one.
Okay.
For me, it's 50 First Dates.
I agree.
The fucking kill. I'm gonna go with Click as a fuck.
Wait, Click as a kill?
No, as a fuck.
As a fuck. Okay.
And killing Wedding Singer.
You're gonna kill Wedding Singer?
Yeah.
Why?
I already got one Drew Barrymore in me.
Oh man, I've never seen Click. Is it a movie I need to see?
Yeah. I don't know why you haven't seen it yet.
I mean, I don't know. What's it? Okay, never mind. Okay. So I have a couple Adam Sandler movies that I'm going to like, tell me if you've seen them and give me a rating of 1 out of 10.
Okay.
All right. By the way, I'm looking at Vulture's.
Top.
No, it was like top like 50. I didn't know he was in 50 movies.
Is it movies he's been in or movies he's like, was it a happy, was it?
I think it's like a co-star or more, okay. not like an extra. So number 1 was Click.
This is number 1 movie?
Number 1 was Click. Number 2 was Wedding Singer. And then number 3 was Punch Drunk Love, which, it was all right.
Yeah.
I saw that one. I can't tell you exactly. There's no lines from it that, never struck me.
Oh, yeah, it's because he has his serious ones. Like, there's that. There's
Billy Madison, which out of Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, what are you going with? There's only one right answer on this one.
I might go Billy.
No, I thought you were a sports guy. I thought you were going to do Happy Gilmore. Big Daddy was number 5. I thought that was really good. Waterboy was number 6. Have you seen that?
I might do Waterboy over like Billy and was it Happy?
Yeah, Happy Gilmore. Like, so what is Waterboy like at 8 out of 10?
No.
No. What is it? 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
And so like Happy
26.
Gilmore and what was it?
Like they're all close
Billy Madison
to each other.
Yeah, they're all like nice solid sixes,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Something you would take home from a bar.
Well, seriously, like the kill is like, what mood am I in?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I want like personal feeling? Then I'm gonna click. If I just want like a one night stand,
Yeah.
then I'm fucking Wedding Singer.
One that on the list that I was shocked. Number 8, Funny People.
Oh, that's the one with Seth Rogen.
Yeah, it was like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. Nothing crazy. I can't name a line or, Happy Gilmore was number 9. 51st Dates was 10. What did you think as a gambler, Uncut Gems?
I loved it.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that's not higher.
yeah.
I'd have that over Punch Drunk Love.
So if we redo it, if we replace Marry Fuck Kill with 50, I would say 51st Dates is universally loved.
Was Little Nicky not on that list?
Little,
Oh, Little Nicky was. I feel like Little
that's
Nicky
a guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
That's a guilty pleasure right there. So if we do 51st Dates, Wedding Singer, and Uncut Gems.
I'll probably keep. I'll fuck Uncut Gems.
And then you're going to kill.
Wedding Singer.
Damn. George, what do you got? 51st Dates, Wedding Singer, and Click. What are you going with?
Marry Wedding Singer, just because of the memories.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck 51st Dates, because I'm down to have sex with a girl who's not going to remember me the next day. And then Click was kind of lame for me. It's not what I wanted from an Adam Sandler movie. It's good, but it's not what I wanted.
Oh.
It depends. Like I said, it depends on what kind of mood you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just know not to watch Uncut Gems on the plane. Because that's going to give me a panic attack.
Because like you could do like fuck, marry, kill with like the bottom.
I mean, I'm looking at his movies. I was like, oh man, he was in a fucking lot of
fucking
them.
Jack and Jill, which was probably one of the worst movies.
Terrible. Spanglish. I thought that was the name. Anyways, yeah, Little Nicky. By the way, the year 2000.
That came in 2000.
Number 27 on the list. All right, that was it.
What did you do for? You did
Marry Fuck Kill?
Yeah.
I would marry.
Oh, because you haven't seen Click, so you're killing it.
George, is it a movie I have to see? Click. To?
I think at the time it was, because that was before anyone knew that Adam Sandler had range.
Okay.
But I've seen a lot of like independent things that he's been in that I'm like, oh no, this guy's good. He's legit.
Yeah, legit.
But
What was the basketball one he did for Netflix?
Oh yeah, Hustle.
oh, that was good.
Yeah, that one was good. Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Hashtag let's go Anthony Edwards. Timberwolves, go T-Wolves. He knew before anybody. Adam Sandler did.
I would marry 51st Dates soundtrack, location, stupid story. That's cute. I'm going to fuck Wedding Singer, soundtrack, story. I have an old childhood friend that is in the movie.
Alexis Arquette.
Actually, no. I have a friend. So the kid that's throwing up in the dumpster, in Wedding Singer, I used to play baseball with him. I have a scene. There's a scene in Wedding Singer. An old fraternity buddy is in the background where Drew Barrymore's trying to pick the coolest guy at the bar mitzvah. He's in the background. And then I'll kill Click.
Because you haven't seen it.
But yeah, you're gonna have to. Well, I still only think I feel like everyone has seen those first 2 movies. I don't think anyone's seen Click.
I don't know.
No, it sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks. Adam Sandler sucks. I love him.
Is that Kate Beckinsale in that? Right.
Oh yeah. You know what? Again, I hate to go back. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. I think it's very fun.
Biel, yeah.
Just very fun. And mostly because Jessica Biel. Bang. All right. All right, George. What is your shows coming up?
June 12th, ontario.improv.com. I'm headlining. Come hang out at the George F. for all my dates.
A couple days later, I will be with George in what's the brewery?
Days before. Strum.
The Strum Brewery. George is giving me 10 minutes because I sucked for my 15 last time. You can find me at the Mike James. You can also follow my brand, which I need to really post about, but well-mannered. John,
Well-mannered.
did you ever create your social media?
Didn't yet, but
No. Oh, man. You're just going to get DMs left and right about your personal life, man.
that's what happens. But John Carome, 17. So.
There you go. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time on the Boondizzle.